Hey, it's good. It's Steve and Adam again here with two guys. Yep. We're glad to talk and spend a little time with you. We kind of missed the last couple of weeks, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
How'd you do on the holidays? Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, had a good Thanksgiving. Got to see some family. It was a little bit odd, a little extra distance. We spent the time outside at my in-laws.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
So it's good we had the weather for it.
Yeah, it was a nice day. It was just the three of us, and we had a great day. It was good. Just didn't do a whole lot, ate a lot. It was good. So it was a good day. So now we're on to Christmas.
Yep.
It's already Christmas, man. We get to celebrate Jesus' birthday. Jesus was born on the 25th of December.
Well, no, not really.
No?
No. Most likely was born in the spring, right? Because the shepherds were in the fields. But we do celebrate on the 25th.
Right.
And
How did we get to celebrating Christmas on December 25th?
Well, a little bit of that's just kind of the tradition of the communities there. So it's actually started as a pagan holiday. It was a celebration of after the winter solstice, where the days start to get longer, and so it was a celebration of the sun god, Saturn. By the time we got to Roman times, and whenever the Christian Church saw that celebration, it was a good celebration, but it had a meaning that didn't really match the faith.
It was for worshiping a God who was not real.
Right. And so they wanted to take that same worship, the same celebration, and the sense of worship, and put it in context of what was real. And so we've celebrated Jesus' birth since Roman times.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting, even a lot of our traditions around Christmas may not have begun as particularly Christian, but Christians have often adapted those things in order to teach truths about the gospel, or truths so their kids could, instead of being involved in pagan celebrations, be something that's good.
Particularly in a pre-literate society, right? A society that doesn't have the written word. You teach in terms of story, and so those stories and those traditions were what was passed down from generation to generation in those communities. Yeah. And whenever you can use that to point to truth, that was what people were trying to do. That's what the church has done really all along. And from a missionary standpoint, we still do that.
Yeah.
Right? We use narrative and storytelling, especially in pre-literate societies, to share the truths of the gospel.
Yeah, and there's a special term that in mission circles they call it contextualizing the gospel, putting the gospel in a context that people understand. And so that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
Well, it's what Jesus did. He taught in parables, and they were parables that his audience understood. Yeah. So the truths of the kingdom, right? The truths of God in the context of their day-to-day life.
Yeah. And so a lot of our Christian celebrations, take for example the Christmas tree, that was a part of a pagan celebration as well. But Martin Luther decided that would be, he gave it some Christian symbols. The fact that it's an evergreen speaks of the eternal life, or the fact that God is eternal, and it speaks of life itself because it's a tree.
Right. The tree topper is typically either a star or an angel, both of which have significance for the Christmas story.
And the lights. Martin Luther was the first one to put candles on the tree, but signifying Jesus as the light of the world, that the light has come. And so Christmas should be a time when we, even though it's the darkest time of the year, at least for us here in the Northern Hemisphere, we celebrate with light, reminding us that Jesus is the light of the world.
So as we come into this time that we celebrate that, look for the significance of those traditions, right? It's not significant just because we've always done it, or just because we enjoy it, right? It's significant because it points us and others toward Jesus, because he really is the reason that we celebrate during this season.
And whatever points us to him and gets our focus on him, that's a good thing.
So as we go through this kind of the Advent season, we may do a few more of these. Yeah. We wanted to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas to come. And hopefully this is a time of celebration for you and your family as well.
See you next time.